This is the news that we brought you a little while earlier. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has met with the Prime Minister. This is what he's tweeted out after his big meeting. He said the meeting went very well. He's also said, and this is particularly important, that Tesla is going to be in India as soon as humanly possible. You remember, there's been a gridlock between Indian authorities and Tesla for a few months now. We're going to show you visuals on your screen. Just a few weeks ago, officials flew into India and to some degree sorted out that gridlock. Now on your screens, you can see Elon Musk, who, yes, as we're pointing out, is the CEO of Tesla. He also heads Twitter. Over the last few months, he has been in the news for movements he's made regarding that. Now, on your screens, you can see him meeting with Prime Minister Modi. Here, of course, we're coming to know the big discussion point was this question of the Tesla meeting. Remember, the question was what Tesla's Indian investment plans are going to be. We're learning that that's exactly what Elon Musk has briefed Prime Minister Modi about. Elon Musk was one among a number of thought leaders that the Prime Minister has met in New York and is going to continue to meet over the next few hours. We're also learning that he's going to be meeting Ray Dalio, who is the head of Bridgewater Associates, and he's going to be meeting Nicholas Taleb and a number of other thought leaders. We're going to play out for you what Elon Musk had to say. Take a look.
Well, I'm actually incredibly excited about the future of India. I think India has more promise than any large country in the world.
The takeaways from the meeting.
Takeaways from the meeting. He really cares about India because he's pushing us to make significant investments in India, which it is something that we intend to do. And we're just trying to figure out the right timing. In a nutshell, it was a fantastic meeting with the Prime Minister, and I like him quite a lot. He visited our Fremont factory several years ago, and so we've now known each other for a while. He really wants to do the right thing for India. He wants to be open. He wants to be supportive of new companies, and obviously, but at the same time, make sure it accrues to India's advantage, which is, obviously that's the job. I'm saying I am a fan of Modi, so I have to say that. Yeah, well, I think there's a tremendous amount of potential for all three pillars of the sustainable energy future. The three pillars being sustainable energy generation through solar and wind primarily, and obviously India is great for solar, the amount of land area you actually need to generate enough electricity to power India is very small. I believe it'd be probably 1 or 2% of the land area of India. So it's very doable. And then you need to pair that with stationary battery packs because the sun doesn't shine at night. And then you need electric vehicles. And then you have a sustainable energy future. And I think it will. The interesting thing people will find is that this is a lower cost way to go as well. That may surprise people. And we're also hopefully looking forward to bringing Starlink to India as well. The Starlink internet, which I think can be incredibly helpful for sort of remote or rural villages where they perhaps may have no access to internet, or the internet is very expensive and slow. Yes, I'm tentatively planning to visit India again next year. I'm looking forward to it.
My colleague Abhishek Jha joins us live from the newsroom right now to bring us more context on this entire story. Abhishek, good morning to you. Abhishek, we're learning that Elon Musk has just, and we are showing our audiences these visuals, he's just met with the Prime Minister. Now, we know that last year Tesla had actually shelved its plans to enter India because of high import tax structures. A few weeks ago, those conversations started between Tesla's officials and Indian officials all over again. Now this meeting taking place. Bring us more context, please.
So clearly, Tesla is looking at India as a huge potential market opportunity because India, having 1.4 billion population, is a good spot for every single largest company which wants to expand. And Tesla, being one of the leading tech giant, has a lot of potential in Indian market. And talking about those tariff conversations. Clearly, when leaders of a major company or Prime Minister or any senior leadership from Indian side meets them, those issues are tried to be sorted out. Their concerns are addressed, their concerns are heard at least, and India also conveys why it has so much of tariff and what else can be done to facilitate their entry to the Indian market. So surely Elon Musk must have conveyed his concern why he's not being able to come to the Indian market, and Prime Minister Modi must have told him what are the issues with Indian market and how much of good potential in the market has for Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Elon Musk at the same time is not just the CEO of Tesla, he is CEO of SpaceX, he leads Twitter also. So clearly at this time when India is opening up in tech, in finance, in all the sectors, at least Elon Musk can look at India on a very diversified way. Renewable energy is something that has a lot of potential and the only sustainable energy that we can look forward to for 15 or 20 years from here onwards. And this is where Elon Musk's work come, where he is having a sense that if he can have a business expansion in India, it will be a sustainable model, because after China, only India is the one country which is looking at energy transition in a very aggressive way, because India also happens to be one of the top 3 or 4 energy consumer of the world right now, because of its growing energy, because of its growing economy. It has a lot of energy needs, and the energy transition is something also that India is looking at currently, and for that high-end technology is something that can help, and probably Elon Musk and other tech giants that Prime Minister Modi is going to meet may have some solution or some support in India's vision for energy transition also. So clearly, when Elon Musk is meeting Prime Minister Modi, and as he said, he is a fan of Prime Minister Modi, a lot of things must have gone there where these two leaders have talked about how the potential of potential or expertise of Tesla can help build India's future technology growth as well.
Abhishek, Musk's meeting with the Prime Minister also comes just a few days after the former CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, criticized the country. He said that the Indian government had tried to shut Twitter down. Now, we know that Musk is someone who's made multiple statements about being a big supporter of free speech. I just want to understand, because, Musk is obviously a man who's both managing Twitter and Tesla. How did he balance those agendas? Did he refer to the Twitter controversy at all? Do we have any sources on that?
Okay, so clearly Musk is a maverick sort of person. He has a lot of diversified interest and a leadership role in all the sectors, from space to technology giant like Tesla, to now being CEO. It's been almost 1 year since Elon Musk has taken over as the CEO of this social media microblogging platform Twitter. And in the context of Jack Dorsey, the statement that has bit of political stirring up also in India about those days when apparently Indian government had sought to brought down or tone down some of the tweets or delete some tweets or ban some accounts because they were not pro-government. This is what Jack Dorsey has claimed. We can assume that with the kind of social media's presence and its political ramification, every government has been in touch with these microblogging sites, be it Facebook or Meta or Twitter. So clearly these companies have some stake, and the countries around the world, they cannot just shut them off, but at the same time they have tried to create a space where the content of these companies or these social media are a little bit moderated in order to serve not the interests of any political party, but not going totally against the sentiment or the national interests of any particular country. So this has been a condition across the world, and could be very possible that the Indian government may be conveying not only Tesla CEO or the Twitter CEO Elon Musk about the issues that the national interest should not be compromised, or the larger context of social media platform, how it operates in India, and how much of responsibility a social media company also has operating in a country like India. So these conversations continue to happen between Indian government and the companies leading the social media platforms across the board. So I mean, there could be a possibility that some of the talks about operating the social media platform in India may have happened between the two leaders.